Zombie Nation.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all that they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's who's who, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like, yeah, I got all my idols sliding in my DMs. They got me dead cause they said that I'm killing it. Started out with drugs and hunting season. Now I got my metal up like a kid again. Wasn't trying to make it, then I went and made it. Then I made a song about and they played it. Dang, it's been a good run for a lucky redneck, but I still got a box to check. Cause everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, all they do. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback, kicking it in Cali with today's who's who, but everybody's got a song called Rockstar. Lately I've been feeling like one, so I wrote one too. And it goes like,
friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, and the ego to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel all right.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, good move. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing right away is Williams. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Bears. First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there for number 15.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the Bengals 5-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
4 yards. And the Bears, first down. 1st and goal.
Now they'll shift things around. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. To throw, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go. Wide 80. 11 MT tight. 11 MT. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 12. 12. 12.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. Down the left sideline. Jamar Chase, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10.
Ready to look. Vegas.
Looking to throw is Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Williams from the gun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my cover. Oh, he just snuck out there. And he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
And from the 34, here's second and 4. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore from 17 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bengals 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Stop. 180. 180. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's get set. Hey, can.
Now Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Now it's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Hot.
P-Ryan. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Gotta go.
Second and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3. Brings up second and
11,
goal.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Tahat! Tahat!
They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already.
Here we go.
Here comes third and goal.
Ready?
Here's Burrow. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And shutting him off, now open field. Still going. DeAndre Swift. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now the point after try for Santos. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now and force the penalty to the 1, but if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 1, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11. Here we go. Right 80.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bengals
11.
first down.
11.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Here we go. Ready? Lights up. Start.
And Burrow going to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Swift going to try up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Throwing is Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. To throw, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Monungai. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
First down.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. 11 empty. Behind.
Burrow will throw. Open man, Westbrook Akine. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Behind. 12. Behind.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow changing the look. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bengals 21. Evan McPherson with the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Swift. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To the air, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. 7 yards there and a first down. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland from 13 yards out. And the Bears will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Bengals 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80.
Now Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That is caught. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A gain of 15, and the Bears first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The catch complete. It's Brown. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quicker.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
41-yard line.
Here we go. Line 80. Line shot. Stop.
To throw, Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now 2nd and 9. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
What a finish in this one.